G'day guys, how you going? So I've just pulled over to check on the boys. They've got a cracking start on this new project today. This one is another collaboration with Jason from Cloud Dwellers Architects. So we've done a couple of jobs for Jason. The last one at Marinda came up absolutely awesome. We're really excited about this one. So these guys have been through our PAC process, paying as a consultant. We've been working through this one with Jason for a long time, probably 6 to 8 months now. So very, very detailed. It's only a small job. We're doing all the ground floor. So we're doing a complete refurbishment of the existing ground floor on this home. It's a cracking home. So really unusual, a little bit out there. It's about probably 30 to 40 years old. Lots of detailed timber work. So look, it'll be a typical Cloud Dwellers job. Lots of detailed, everything will be set out really, really well. We've got a cracking set of plans for this one. Jason and Sharisha have done an awesome job. Everything's been selected and we're ready to get stuck into it. So come with me inside, I'll give you a bit of a look at it. But as you can see from the entry there, she's all old school, this one. We've got all our COVID signs up, so we're all COVID safe. And the boys are ready to get into it. So we had to wrap up another little job this morning. The guys got on site here around 11:30 and they made a cracking start on it. So they've just about got all the old kitchen ripped out. They got a lot of the walls stripped. And we just went through, so myself, our supervisor Todd, our lead chippy on this one, Luke, just did a full walkthrough with Jason from Cloud Dwellers. And we just got our head around, or got the boys' head around what's going on, what's staying, what's going, and things that we have to look after. So because it's got all these beautiful big old timber beams, it's got all this exposed ceiling, so all the floor joists, and then you can see the underside of the tongue and groove floor above. We're going to be stripping some existing areas and exposing it to match that. So all the timber work needs to be looked after. So the boys have just got to be careful when they're stripping things, the tools they use and the way that they do things to make sure that we don't scratch, dint, saw, cut, mark, like you name it, into this old timber work, because it's there forever and it's going to be staying there. So just quickly on this one, so what we're doing, we're ripping out, that's the old entry over behind that wall there. We're ripping those walls out, exposing the ceiling, opening all that area up, and then that'll be coming through into a new living dining room. Over this side of the house, we've got a new kitchen going in, so the owners have marked it all out on the floor, so they got an idea of what was going on here. So it's all been marked on the floor, they know what's going on, we've talked about it, we've been over it, and they're happy with everything. So now we're getting stuck into it. We're going to pull this wall out here, which is going to remove some of the supports under these existing timber beams. So we're putting in some new feature timber posts. So the engineer and myself and Jason have been working through that over the last few months, and we've come up with a timber design that'll be feature timber work that'll be built into a screen. So it'll actually be part of all the, it's built into the joinery, it's built into a screen, but it'll actually be the structural support for these big beams. So that's going to be really cool. We've got some custom brackets going on with those that we've got to weld up ourselves. They're going to be going into round, we've got to cut some 600 round holes through the existing slab. Then we've got to pour them, we're going to put a feature concrete in those. We've also got to do some penetrations for the new kitchen, but we're going to highlight all those, the penetrations, the trench we've got to dig in for the new plumbing work and the new foundations. We're going to use a exposed mixed concrete for them. We're going to highlight them, so we're going to make them round, square, going to make a bit of a feature in the floor, and then the entire floor gets honed, so it's going to look really, really cool. Getting rid of all this old pantry area, so that's all getting demolished. Going to open this area up. If you come through here, we're going to rebuild all this existing laundry, so not a lot happening in here. We've got to make sure we keep all the old floor tiles, we don't damage them, but we're ripping out all the old fixtures and fittings, the benches. We're going to put all new joinery in here, and then in the powder room we're going to be refurbing it, getting rid of that old shower, putting in a new vanity, redoing all the plumbing, and then a full repaint. Will be this area in here. So that door I just went through comes out. We're going to extend the wall along there, and then this whole wall here gets taken out and get some big custom sliding doors in the going to have be ceiling hung with custom tracks. And then just lots of little things. In the feature brick walls, there's some light fixtures and power points and air conditioning units being removed. We're going to get a multi-tool onto these, take the bricks out that have got the holes in them and replace the bricks, and then patch that up so you can never tell they've been there. So a lot of detail going into this one. There's a lot of detailed set out with the joinery, a lot of exposed timber work going in, some really cool finishes on the joinery with lots of detailed shadow lines and stuff. So Jason and Sharisha from Cloud Dwellers do a really, really good job. We got a huge package of plans and specifications on this one. And we've actually just finished. We just had Jason on site here for an hour and a half. We did a detailed walkthrough, so that way everyone's getting the same, we're all getting on track, so we've got the same expectations, and we can make sure we follow through and get the detail that Jason's after. I'll just quickly take you out here. So a little bit of a different one, but in here, we're in the garage area now. We're going to punch through this wall. We're going to come through here and we're going to create a butler's pantry. So a lot of detail to go into that. You can see the floor heights are different. We've got our sewer connection over there, which we've got to trench through and get up into the kitchen area. And then we've got to build a false subfloor over the top of that and then extend this out to build in our pantry area. We're going to get rid of the existing roll door on the garage because half of that wall now will come out and become the pantry. And then we're going to put a new personal entry door in there and then fill that hole in and blend that in with the same cladding to match the existing on the outside. So yeah, cracking little job. Like I said, it's not a big job for us. It's an internal refurb of an existing downstairs area. But as usual, Jason and Sharisha have done a cracking job. Really, really good clients here. And yeah, we're really looking forward to getting stuck into this one, and we'll keep you updated through the process. Cheers, guys.